This is episode 681, and today we're going to be talking about mental fortitude and physical fitness. So, mental fortitude and physical fitness is something I'm really passionate about because when I get to the gym, I use my mental strength, I use my determination and some other things to lift the weights that I'm going through. But, so in this episode, we're going to delve into the core of mental strength, mental resistance, peak performance, and everything in between. This combination between physical fitness and mental fortitude. So we're going to be exploring this topic that intersects the physical and the mental, and basically the role of physical fitness in building your mental strength and mental fortitude. There is a direct connection. I've seen it, my clients have seen it, and when we can start to use the physical to build the mental, then we're really on to something. So when we think of fitness, the first thing that usually comes to the mind are muscles, endurance, and maybe even a perfect beach body now that we're into the summer. But there's so much more beneath that than just those things. Physical fitness isn't just about looking good or even feeling good. It's about cultivating a mindset of resilience, determination, and strength. All those other things are important, but we often neglect on how mentally strong and mentally tough we can become through physical fitness. So there's this definite connection between the mind body. I mean, if you don't know it by now, it is out there just through science, neuroscience, neuroplasticity, all that. There is a definite connection between the mind and body. And physical fitness and mental strength are intrinsically linked, right? And, have you ever noticed how much clearer your mind feels after a workout, especially after a great workout where you challenged yourself, you pushed yourself, you went beyond your comfort zone? And that's just not endorphins talking. It's a genuine shift in your mental state. You actually have a different perspective because you basically challenged yourself and you feel good about the accomplishments. Engaging in regular physical activity can significantly impact your brain function and your emotional well-being through blood flow, through the endorphins, through other chemicals, through other things. It can really help with the brain, and the brain is the center of the mind, if you will, or the brain produces the mind. So if the brain's not working, the mind's not going to be working. And it's a powerful, natural way to boost your mental health and build a warrior mindset through physical activity. Here's the science behind it. When you exercise, your body releases a cocktail, like a cocktail, maybe a mojito of chemicals. Endorphins, dopamine, serotonin are just a few of the neurotransmitters that flood your brain, creating feelings of happiness and euphoria. And there's just so many others. But, when we really get into it, this is where, when we don't want to go to the gym, we need to think of how we're going to feel when we get done. So we get there, we get into it, warming up and other things. And then when we have a great workout, we come back feeling all of these neurotransmitters at work. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain. It improves the health of brain cells and promotes the growth of new neurons. And there has to be some sort of an exertion with it. It's not just, walking is awesome. Walking is great. It helps with a lot of things. But there's something special about going to the gym and just lifting some weights. And you don't have to be, an Arnold Schwarzenegger or a CrossFitter. Just push yourself a little bit, and these chemicals will be released. And this translates into better cognitive functions, sharper memory, and improved focus through exercise because the blood flow gets to the brain. So building mental resistance through physical challenges is an awesome, awesome concept, right? So let's talk about mental resilience. What does it mean to be mentally tough? Well, I've done several podcasts. Matter of fact, all my podcasts are based on mental strength and mental toughness in varying degrees. So I'm not going to go into what is being mentally tough, but it's not about being stoic or emotionless, right? A lot of people think that they don't show emotions, they got to be stoic. Now, stoic from a philosophy is awesome, but when we look at stoic from an emotions, we want to be able to have some of these emotions, right? And true mental resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep pushing forward even when the going gets tough, right? You go for a PR, you don't make it, you get psyched up, you go for a PR again, and then you hit it. That is one of the things. You bounce back from that setback, and you keep going when it gets tough. So maybe you try a PR on bench press this week, you don't get it. You try it again next week, you don't get it. Try it again the third week, and you get it. That's keep pushing forward even when the going gets tough. And we can translate that into our real life, because how we do anything is a reflection of how we do everything. So as we constantly push ourselves, attempt to lift and fail, attempt something and not make it, but then keep going and make it, then we can apply that same principle to our life. And one of the best ways to develop this mental resilience is through physical challenges. And that can be a CrossFit Open, it could be a Spartan race, it could be some other things, or it can be just challenging yourself every day. Do a WOD of the day, create your own. Create your own program and challenge yourself. Maybe you've done 10 kettlebell swings, maybe today do 11, maybe 12, maybe 13. But one of the best ways to develop this resilience is to have physical challenges, right? And so then we get to this concept of the warrior mindset, right? Now let's take this resilience a step further, right? Developing a warrior mindset is about embracing challenges, actually looking for them and creating them, both physically and mentally, and using them as opportunities for growth. So the warrior mindset actually seeks out challenges, creates them, looks for them, signs up for them, because the warrior mindset knows that when we go after these physical and mental challenges, even if we don't, quote, succeed, unquote, we will grow from those experiences. It's about recognizing the limits we perceive are often self-imposed, and that by pushing past them, we can achieve more than ever thought possible. And this is where, well, I can't do that. So this warrior mindset, no, I am going to do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to not try. I'm going to push. I'm going to lean into it. So there's this different mindset when we come to these physical challenges as, oh, I'll give it a try. If I don't lift, that's okay. I'll go down. We want to succeed because when it comes to life, there's going to be challenges. It may be getting a new mortgage for a home. It may be asking someone out. It may be getting a new job, putting together your resume. And you have to be diligent and you have to be resilient when you keep getting no's. So very similar when you get to the gym and you don't succeed on a lift. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going. So here's some practical tips for building mental fortitude through fitness, right? Set challenging goals. Set your PRs or set your reps. If you have been doing 10 reps at 225, make it 11 reps, then make it 12, 13, 14. When you get up to 15, add weight and drop the weights down. But set some challenges, right? And embrace the struggle. Yes, ask for a spot. Or, this is specifically in weight lifting, but you can set some challenges as, running a mile, doing an obstacle course, whatever that is. But when you start to, as the SEALs and military says, embrace the suck. So you want to embrace that struggle. When it comes, that's when that struggle comes. That's when you're really developing physical and mental fortitude. So you look for that struggle, right? And then you stay consistent. You go after it day after day after day. You do hard things every single day and move beyond it. And then at the end of the day, you reflect on your progress. Even if it's a quarter of a pound you lifted more today, or one rep you lifted more today, or you reduced your time by 1 second, that is progress, and you want to reflect on it and celebrate it. And then find a support system. This is where a coach can really help you in developing this discipline, this resilience, putting a plan together, agreeing on it, and stay with it. If you don't have a coach, find somebody else who will not let you use excuses, that will help you create the drive, the motivation to achieve your goal. So keep in mind, right? Remember that physical fitness is about so much more than just physical strength. It's a powerful tool for building mental resilience, fostering a warrior mindset, and ultimately becoming the best version of yourself, right? Because that physical component will help you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So next time you're lacing up your running shoes or hitting the gym, remember, you're not just working out your body. You're training your mind to be stronger, tougher, and more resilient. If you want to see the show notes on this podcast, please visit warriormindcoach.com. While you're there, you can find other useful information in the form of other podcasts and blog posts, and you can find out how to contact me for a complimentary breakthrough session. Since you'll be on the internet, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest under Warrior Mind Coach.